Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Caleidoscope. Today we are going to be exploring on how you can make cold drip coffee at home by yourself. Let's get started. First, we need fresh filter roasted coffee and the strainer from a teapot, or any strainer, actually. Then we need a measuring scale and a sort of paper or cloth filter. I got mine from Daiso. Next up, we've got chopsticks and heavy-duty paper clips, as shown over here. Next, we need, of course, water and a vessel for the coffee to drip in. I'm using a flower vase. Then, a Ziploc bag, and look, we need a needle. Optionally, you can opt for a coffee grinder, but that's up to you. So first, we want to tear out the cup on the measuring scale, and we want to measure 30 grams of coffee. Today, I will be using coffee beans from Industry Beans, and this is their filter roast of Aricha from Ethiopia, and it is a naturally processed coffee bean. Next, we want to take the filter paper and cut it in a circular shape so that it fits inside the tea strainer. This is so that when the water drips onto the coffee bed, the water acts as a sort of distribution tool. Now let's open up the Ziploc bag and pour in our water that we prepared earlier. So the ratio that we are going to be using today is 1 part coffee to 24 parts water. So since I'm using 30 grams of coffee, I have pre-measured 720 grams of water. Let's get onto zipping that Ziploc bag tightly so that there's no water leakages. Since I have a coffee grinder at home, I have the luxury of freshly grinding my coffee whenever I need it. And here, I'm grinding it slightly coarser than I would for a V60 filter. So when you buy your coffee beans from your local coffee shop, you can actually ask them to grind it for a cold drip tower. They would happily do it for you. And if you're checking the consistency of the coffee beans, just think of sea salt and it should feel a similar way. Alright, let's get to assembling this cold drip tower. One component that I've missed out is actually a clothes drying rack, as you can see over there. This is so that we can clip the Ziploc bag onto the middle rack so that the water can drip into the vessel. If you don't have a clothes drying rack like mine, you can actually just use any other thing that's lying in your house that allows you to have a setup like similar to this. Alright, so let's get to putting the vessel underneath the corner of the Ziploc bag and then setting up the chopsticks and the tea strainer with the coffee on top, just like how I'm doing it. Remember that the filter paper is supposed to be on top of the coffee bed. And alright guys, this is the most important part of the video. We're going to be using the needle to prick a hole in the corner of the Ziploc bag. Be gentle because you do not want a hole that is too big. Alright, so we're going to be aiming for a drip rate of slightly faster than 1 drop per second, and that drops of water should be dripping into the center of the tea strainer. Well everyone, that is how you make a cold drip tower at home. It is a time-consuming process as it takes 4 hours, but hey, you're going to have a big jug of amazing filter coffee ready in your fridge whenever. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to share, like, subscribe, and comment. Do whatever you want, and we'll see you in the next video.